Klotekole. You know Klotekole constituency?
Yeah.
There was a certain gentleman called Abuaji. He was then the constituency chairman, Clifford Abuaji. And he had nurtured the constituency. He had built the constituency. He spoke Ga even better than me. Me, I'm a Ga from Ngleshi. My mother from Asene. My father from Ngleshi. So I'm a pure Ga. And he spoke Ga better than even me. But Akani Abuaji had prepared the place. But then Kufuor, Odoe Sykes and those guys thought that, wait a minute, we need to put guns, in place. You have to have them contest along this so that we can move the guns in and then be able to be attractive and win the election. So they spoke to Abuaji. Can you imagine? Abuaji, of all the efforts he had made, Abuaji sat there. They promised him that, look, let it go. Once we win, we will make sure we deliver, we'll give you a position for the sacrifice I am making. So think about the party. But Abuaji believed in the party. He believed in the institution of the party. So Abuaji decided to step aside. And then Ni Adumante was brought from Dome Kwabenya. He had gone there to contest.
Yeah.
We brought him and made him the candidate for Osu Klote 3 months to the time. And he won Klotekole. Since he won, no NPP person has won before. So it's not about you doing the thing early, 3 years, 4 years. That's not the issue. The issue is that if you have built the system, if you have done it, and you can assure people, they will move away, and then for the collective good of the party. Otherwise, they will go behind individuals and look for the collective good of that individual. Because when that individual becomes the flag bearer, then they get something. And should they not make it, then they will have to come and undermine the other people because they have no space there. And these people too, in the contest, they say certain things against each other. So when they are now, we want to put them together, people don't want them to come near their flag bearers at all. Others know what they are going to chop. If you come into my space, you're also going to get some to chop. So I will not agree with you. Unity is possible, but it is only possible when there's motivation and there's a unity of purpose. So why can't we re-engineer the party so that people can trust the party? And then the party's trust can be transferred to the candidate who is going to come. There are certain places, NDC, NPP, it doesn't matter who you even put there. If there is trust, collective trust in the party, they will vote for that person.
Once that is done, the party will also have to contend with public image outside of the party.
Yeah.
What should be done?
The whole thing is, if you look at the results, Mahama only increased his votes by about 1.2 or so %. Okay. If Bawumia had the same number of votes that Nanado had in 2020, he would have beaten Mahama. So our people largely stayed away. Okay. Why did they stay away? Because they could not connect to the party anymore. But a lot of them couldn't bring themselves around to vote for the NDC. That's what you should know. So the thing is, if we let them see that, the party of values, the party that believes in internal democracy, the party that believes in can be, the party, you know what I mean?
You think that will be enough to cleanse the credibility of the NPP?
I think that our biggest problem is from within. Our biggest problem is that because you have something, a brand, that brand is being damaged. So it's sending wrong signals to people. The people are staying away. And that is what has happened. So if you want those people to come back to begin with, you have to bring them back. If you want them to come back, then they must understand that they can connect emotionally to the political party. They can have confidence in the way your justice system works. They can have confidence that when they bring you there will be inclusivity. Buzia once said that democracy is when one person disagrees with everyone, goes home feeling safe. Not that disagrees with you, on his way, invisible forces will come and cross the person. So if you continue to do that, it's only a matter of time that trust is eroded. Right. For us to restore that trust and confidence, first in the political party, then we need to cleanse ourselves. We need to re-engineer the party, reposition it very well. And it's a structural issue. It's not cosmetic. It's not the form, it's the structure. You have to do something substantial for it. And once you do that, it is then going to send signals. And that trust is going to be transferred to whoever becomes your candidate. You know that to make us say, as for the constituency, it doesn't matter who we bring there. And then I can also tell you in 2024, there were certain constituencies that over the years, it did not matter who we brought there. But because the people had lost trust in the institution of the party, now when we brought people, we couldn't transfer the trust to them. So those candidates then had to try and carry the election on their backs. A lot of them couldn't make it.
I mean, so clearly there is a possibility for change. But as to whether or not you are hopeful that that change could be achieved before the next elections, what would you say?
No, it can be achieved. No, it can be achieved because I think that...
But is the party on the path to achieving that?
I think that the way things are being handled now, people are missing the point. People are not looking at the issues. The issues are very clear. People are not looking at those issues. So if you look at those issues and you resolve those issues, our chances of winning 2028 will be very bright. I am not worried about the stabilization of the CD. I'm not worried about it. Doesn't matter. Have you ever had a situation? Because I've helped people in life, even within the political party setting. I've had people in the political party and they voted against me. There are stories of people who took care of people's school fees. They took care of them when they were in hospital, on their sick beds, and they did everything for them. Even flew some of their children to schools, found scholarships for them, and they still voted against them. So, madam, politics is very complex.
Right.
It is not only about development.